Tin. Oh. Well, that actually started because I had an exhibition and I made some miniatures, and I wanted to display my miniature magnets on a tin on something. So in all my bits and pieces, I had some cheese graters and I had some tin and I had a frame and I had a bit of a play around. I thought, oh, this will work. And as it turned out, it didn't work very well when I hung the piece up and the magnet started to slide down because it was on a different angle. But I looked at it and I thought, wow, that looks really cool. So I put it in the exhibition as a piece. And everybody loved it. So I had great fun collecting, fossicking. I've always been a hoarder, a collector. I love op shops, junk shops. I pick up pieces walking the dogs on the side of the road, something, a bit of junk, rust, whatever. And you never know what you can do with it. And yeah, I had such a hoot with the tin work. After working with glass, when you have to polish it and you worry about breaking it, I ended up, stomping on my materials with my boots. It was great. Well, the bottle openers, I think, are probably the most fun. They're all unemployed. I do these bottle openers, and with the screw caps we have today, and I work in the wine industry as well, and I know that these things they're just not used anymore, and so I gave them a new life. And they make great little people. They straight away have heads and arms, and you can pop on a couple of springs from a trampoline, and hey presto, you have a person. And you can put them into, I've had them mowing lawns, doing winery jobs, aerobics classes, you name it, they can do it. They're fun. Cheese graters make fantastic skirts and bodices, and they have a really wonderful three-dimensional form, and they throw fantastic shadows. And when you say a piece is three-dimensional, these are really three-dimensional because they have holes in them. So you put a light on them in a different angle, or you hang them somewhere different and the light's there. All of a sudden you get this great shadow that the pieces all change in different lights, and they take on a different meaning. Yeah, and it is just great to stop something going into the rubbish pile. The rust in the tin that I use, well, that is probably your very first port of call. I look at the rust on that is my canvas. So the basic tin and the rust, they're my starting point. And I'll look at the piece of tin. When the tin is my canvas, I started by framing up all the pieces of tin that I had. They were all framed and they were all blank canvases. And then one by one I picked them out and I looked at the rust on them and I said, okay, I see something in that rust, and that's where I went, and I would pick out bits of my things and pop them on there and fiddle around with them, and it took hours. It was great fun. I'd just put this here and I didn't like that there, so I put that there, didn't like that there, that said to me something else. So, and they all took on a life of their own. Some were more obvious than others. There was one of my favourite pieces was Great Southern, and it was just it was the Southern Ocean, and it just screamed out for a whale, and that's what it got.